They got cake out there again.
Of course they do. That's what happens. All right.
Gentleman sitting out there that wants to join. Wants to get involved with him. Yeah.
Oh, who do you think's next?
We interviewed.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you'll have that too.
One more minute. Both of our clips on.
Road extension stuff.
Like, what am I looking at? Back there, what is that?
And yeah,
Since you got all the
Is anybody?
yeah.
No.
Whenever we do a vote, I'm going to ask for Bill and Bridget's vote separate, just to make sure that they're ayes or nays. So, yep, okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us at the New Britain Township Board of Supervisors meeting for December 15th. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
That's you guy.
The board met in executive session before this meeting to discuss personnel and litigation matters. First, we have some presentations for this meeting. Chief, I'll start with you with the recognition for Sergeant Sant.
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you. We have State Representative Brian Monroe with us tonight, who would like to make a presentation to Sergeant Michael Sant, recognizing his retirement.
Okay. If you want to, you can come stand in between us and the table and you could be on camera.
Oh. How about like right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I don't know how sensitive these mics are. Well, hello, everybody. Hello, Sergeant. It's good to see you. Thank you. So, I mean, as most of you probably know, I mean, I served as a police officer and a police corporal in Radnor Township, and police retirements are one of the most important thing that I feel like I can do as a state representative because of that experience and having been through what you've been through. When you sign up to be a police officer, it doesn't matter where you serve. When you sign up to be a police officer, not only are you signing up to put that uniform on, you're signing up to work night shifts, to throw on that police vest, and you know when it's 98-degree heat in August. By the way, you can be in air conditioning all day, and you can spend 2 minutes out in that heat, and that's it for the day, right? That thing bakes it in. But you know, in addition to signing up for all of that, you're also signing up to leave your family on Thanksgiving, you know, Christmas, New Year's, and so on and so forth. And when you put that badge on, it's not just a job. And I think everybody in uniform can speak to this. It becomes part of your persona. All right, you're not, you know, neighbor Mr. Sant. You know, you're the neighbor. Oh, he's the police officer. You're the cop. And I know for me, I didn't quite realize it until I retired, how much of that persona that you wear, and that it's really, you know, really part of your soul and part of your heart. And I'm here to tell you from personal experience that even though you are retiring, you will always be a police officer and part of that brotherhood and that sisterhood. So with that, I want to get to the citation. Whereas the House of Representatives of Pennsylvania takes great pleasure in recognizing those citizens who selflessly devote their lives to ensuring the safety of the residents of their community and ultimately of all of the people of this great Commonwealth. And whereas Sergeant Michael R. Sant is being honored upon his January 7th 2026 retirement from the New Britain Township Police Department after a career in law enforcement spanning more than 35 years. Whereas a graduate of the Pennsylvania State Municipal Police Training Academy, Sergeant Sant was hired by the University of Pennsylvania Police Department in 1991, where he served as a patrol officer and bicycle officer until 1996. He worked at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta, Georgia, as part of the International Police Contingency, and he began his tenure with the New Britain Township Police Department as a patrol officer later that year. Promoted to corporal and named patrol supervisor in 2022, Sergeant Sant attained his current rank in 2025, and during his time with the department, he has also served as a firearms instructor and a member of the Bucks County Major Incident Response Team. Sergeant Sant faithfully displayed great loyalty, commitment, and professionalism in the performance of his duties as a member of the New Britain Township Police Department. He served with consummate skill, upheld the laws of the Commonwealth, and served as a role model for those who aspired to a career in law enforcement. The House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania pays a respectful tribute to Sergeant Sant upon his richly deserved retirement, notes with pride and gratitude of his record of service, which far exceeds those standards normally ascribed as exemplary, offers best wishes for every future success and happiness, and directs a copy of this citation sponsored by the Honorable Brian Monroe on December 8th, 2025, and be transmitted to the Sergeant. Congratulations, sir. I do have also, as your state representative who serves you in our capital in Harrisburg, I also had a Pennsylvania flag flown over our capital. So with that, we get some photos. You can see the gentleman with the camera. Yeah. And I'd like to do one more. This is a little tradition of mine. They give you a retirement badge yet? Not yet. I'll do that later then. So
Okay,
I didn't ruin anything, hopefully. Now retired technically? Okay. Congratulations, sir.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it is yours. Okay, we'll take that down. You don't need that.
Thank you, Rep. Brian Monroe. On to an appointment and administration oath of office for Sergeant Gonzalez. Chief.
Yes, Madam Chair. Given that Sergeant Sant is retiring, we need to replace him. We've gone through a process, a promotional process for the examination of sergeant. Through that process, we identified Officer Daniel Gonzalez and recommend that he be advanced and promoted to the rank of sergeant.
Okay. Do I need to make a motion?
Motion to approve it?
Yep.
Do I have a motion to accept Chief's recommendation to promote Daniel Gonzalez to the role of sergeant?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Bridget?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Motion is unanimous. Okay.
All right, thank you. I'll have Officer Gonzalez and his wife, ex Mugina, come up. And Madam Chair, we're going to have you administer the oath.
I
I, Daniel Gonzalez,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and that I will enforce the laws
and that I will enforce the laws
of this Commonwealth
of this Commonwealth
and the ordinances of New Britain Township,
and the ordinance of New Green Township,
and that I will discharge my duties
and that I will discharge my duties
of my officer sergeant
of my officer sergeant
for New Britain Township
for New Britain Township
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity.
I do further swear
I further swear
that I will uphold, obey, and enforce
that I will uphold, obey, and enforce
the law without consideration
the law without consideration
to a person's race, color, sex,
to a person's race, color, and sex,
religious creed, sexual orientation,
religious creed, and sexual orientation,
age, national origin,
age, national origin,
ancestry, handicap, or disability.
ancestry, handicap, or disability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I believe Sergeant Brown is going to come up.
Yes. Anybody?
Ryan, get some pictures.
There are other honored guests.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Sir.
Well, he's here.
If he wants it.
Would you like a picture with the other?
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
officer.
Come on, everybody. Guys, could you get a picture of me?
Hold on, Dan.
Mike.
Yeah. Out with the old and in with the new.
Drop in the candy. How about?
Thank you, everybody.
From the side. Chief, can we put them wrong side? Bring it downstairs.
I hope you're going to explain that in your police report, Chief.
I could explain it now since he's here. So, we actually have a social media campaign that we're doing. With, our newest officer, Chris, Officer Santa. Ryan Santa, as he's known. And he'll be appearing at Bagel Barn Cafe from December 16th through the 19th. And then at Spatola's from December 20th to the 24th. And if residents or people from anywhere really can go and get their picture with him and post it on our social media page. And they'll be entered into a drawing to win one of two $50 gift cards to either Bagel Barn or Spatola's.
Very cool.
Nice.
Great idea. Cool.
It was actually the squad that was holding it. It was their idea.
Yeah.
And they're running with it. He's made a few appearances already. He was at Santa House on
was.
Saturday.
Yep, it was.
Huge, a lot of people.
All right. We had one other presentation, but we are tabling it for a later date. the Santa House Appreciation Award. Moving on to motions to consider consent agenda. We have A, approved minutes of November 17th, 2025 Board of Supervisors meeting. B, approved regular bills list dated November 25, 2025 in the amount of $19,649.30. Dated December 10th, 2025 in the amount of $96,140.20. Approved prepaid bills list as followed. Dated November 20th, 2025 in the amount of $161,866.06. Dated November 25 in the amount of $8,098.77. December 4 in the amount of, my glasses are not working today, $18,233.80. December 10 in the amount of $10,000, $174.70. Approve escrow release number 3 to Holy Properties LLC in the amount of $74,180, and approve escrow release 2 to Dave Labrosi in the amount of $19,518.90. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Bridget?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Okay, moving on to action items. A, consider a motion to approve and adopt Resolution 2025-11, the 2026 budget. Handing it over to Dan.
Thank you. As you know, at our last meeting, we adopted the preliminary budget. We did make some minor changes. We did get our assessment in for 2026, which increased our revenue number by about $40,000 in real estate taxes. We did make some other minor adjustments on the revenue side. There were no real adjustments on the expenditure side, so the budget pretty much sits as it was presented in a preliminary fashion. I'm pleased to announce that this budget does not raise any taxes or fees. We still stay at the 16 mills. We still have the earned income tax at 0.5% for general fund and 1.25 or 12.5%, or yeah, is it 12.5%?
Not 12.
No.
It's
Oh,
1.125.
0.125.
Thank you for open space. The street lighting funds all stay the same, so there's no increase in any taxes for this budget. A lot of hard work went into it from all of the staff, the board. I certainly thank everybody for their work, but we are very proud to present this budget, and it's before you tonight for adoption.
Okay. Any questions from the board?
No.
No? Any questions from Bill or Bridget?
No.
Oh.
And I should note that we do have 2 other supervisors attending by Zoom. We have Bill Jones attending by Zoom and Bridget Kuhnekorn. I should have said that at the beginning of that. Okay. That being said, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
You don't have a motion?
Wait, there was no motion.
There's no motion yet.
Didn't I have a motion and a
No.
second?
No.
No. Oh, sorry, that was the last one. Okay. Do I have a motion to approve? And can I do all of them together?
These ones we gotta do individually.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve and adopt Resolution 2025-11, the 2026 budget?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Bridget?
Aye.
Okay. Moving on. Do I have a motion to consider and adopt Resolution 2025-12, the tax levy, which is in conjunction with the budget?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions from the board? No. Calling the question. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Bill?
Aye.
Bridget?
Aye.
Motion passes. Consider a motion to approve and adopt Resolution 2025-13, the 25 fund balance policy. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in, any questions from the board?
No.
Any questions from the public? No. Call the question. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Bridget?
Aye.
Consider a motion to approve and adopt Resolution 2025-14, first responder recruitment retention.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any questions from the board?
Not a question, but I have a comment. I just wanted to comment that I think this is a really important measure to a resolution to enact as it I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well, everyone. But it really shows the hard work and how much we appreciate all of our volunteer individuals for fire and EMS.
Thank you, Bridget. Dan, would you like to explain anything about the first responder?
No, it's basically just a retention policy where we do a reimbursement.
Mhm.
It's kind of an incentive that we're permitted to do to keep the volunteers, so.
Okay. So I have a motion and a second. We've had board comments. Any questions from the public? No? So I will call the question. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Bridget?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes unanimously. Okay. E, consider a motion to adopt ordinance 2025-07 sewer use. Scott?
Yes, this is something we've been talking about the last couple of months here, different meetings. We had the presentation from our sewer authority. We discussed it a little last month as well. You authorized the advertisement. We had the input from the staff, our input as well. The idea here is one, to update we'll call it the less noticeable regulations, the pre-treatment programs for commercial, industrial establishments. But the big change here would be including the lateral inspection program at the time of resale. That would be something new. And that's something that, as we discussed, there is some effects in the township with regard to staff, and it is another check on any resale UNOs. And however, the majority of the work, the authority will be handled with regard to analyzing the lateral videos with regards to the requirement that the properties be telescoped to show that there's not any more sort of damage to the laterals, and make sure, the parties responsible for the maintenance are keeping up with the maintenance. So.
Thank you, Scott. So do I have a motion to adopt the ordinance 2025-07 sewer use?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other questions from the board?
No.
Any questions from the public? No. I shall call the question. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Bridget?
She may not.
Aye. I'm sorry, I couldn't unmute.
All right.
It's okay. Motion passes. Okay. Action item F, consider a motion to approve the EAC grant application for the North Branch Park Basin MS4 project. I believe we have Kathleen from the EAC giving us a little synopsis about it before we consider. If you'd like to come forward and pull forward the microphone.
Maybe I'll sit down. Is that okay? All right. Okay, so this grant would be a Trees for Watershed grant. Trees for Watershed is run by the Pennsylvania Horticultural Society. You might know it as PHS. Everybody just knows PHS. We'd be planning with the Neshaminy Watershed Association as a partner and as a fiduciary for the grant, about 150 native trees in the basin adjacent to North Branch Park, right up by the gravel lot. You know where it is. And the reason for 150 is it's about an acre. And there's a good possibility, I think, that this could get some MS4 credits for the township. And that would require 150 trees an acre, right? Because the point of the Trees for Watershed grant is to help to improve the quality of the water in our streams. So they've done all the calculations. They know what it takes to, reduce the pollutants and the volume and the sediments in the streams. So that would be the goal. We'd also plant some shrubs and some herbaceous plants in the swale, which is actually inside the park. If you are standing at the gravel lot and looking toward the far baseball field, there's a long swale there slightly to the left. The basin feeds underground into the swale, And then the swale takes the water down for a long stretch and across the riparian buffer and into the stream. So from this basin, it's a short run to the stream. So it seems like a really logical place to do this kind of planning. There are a lot of water outlets coming, or at least a couple, into the basin, which is township property behind a development. So our volunteers would be doing the planting of the trees, mulching of the trees, caging of the trees because there are deer. They must be caged. We would need some township help, particularly with preparation. Augering the holes would be the big thing. Transporting the mulch, your mulch back in the back corner is great stuff. Just bring us a nice big pile. We've had that before. We've had it moved to the Coleman property, for example. It's been wonderful there too. The grant is a 75-25 match. So PHS would pay 75% of the costs, and we as a unit would pay 25%. It can be totally in kind. So our volunteer hours at that state rate, which is probably 32 something an hour, so it racks up fast. Township staff time, however you calculate it, counts as match, as well as use of machinery. So if you have an auger, if you have to rent an auger, all of that counts as match. So it's not too hard to get 25% of what might be a $6,000 or so cost. The planning would be in the fall of 2026. So apply now, find out if you're getting it in the spring. Fall is for planting trees. That's when you plant trees. And prior to planting, we'd work with the township however they wanted to correspond with the neighbors around the basin. Talk to them about why. The important thing is to let people know why this is something that's good for the township and for the environment to do, and hopefully to get them involved. Quite often that's what happens, and that's really key to everybody being happy with the project. Any questions?
So what were the conditions of the basin that made you pick this basin in particular?
It's very wet.
Okay. So it has standing water in it
Yes.
sometimes?
Almost always, I think, except for like maybe in the middle of the summer when it's really dry.
Mhm.
Lucy and I walked it a couple weeks ago, and we hadn't had rain for a while,
Mhm.
and there was standing water.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it is a wet environment.
very wet environment, which stands to reason. It's a basin. It's basically a basin, except it's being mowed, which frankly is about the worst thing. It's not the worst, but it's not the best.
Okay.
Yeah, there are outlets. It is a collection place for the stormwater. There's a swale on the other side of the immediately adjacent street, which goes under clearly feeds from another development and goes under that road, and then a huge outlet right into the basin. I think there's another one too. Yeah, yeah, so that is why.
Okay. Any other questions from the board?
No.
No? Any questions from Bill or Bridget?
Nope.
Nope, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are there any questions from the public or any other comments? No? Okay, so I will call the motion to approve that the EA, that's what I'm making.
Okay.
I am going to make a motion to approve the EAC apply for the grant application for the North Branch Park MS4 project.
I'll make that motion.
Okay,
Second.
second? Okay. No more comments from the board? No? So I shall call the motion. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Bill?
Hi,
Bridget?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Okay. G, consideration of the EAC's request to join Birdtown, Pennsylvania. I believe we have Margaret from the EAC to give us a little presentation.
I will make this as brief as possible. So at our last EAC meeting, we were approached during public comment about why our township was not a bird town, since most of the neighboring communities are. For example, Warrington Township, Chalfont Borough, Doylestown Township, New Britain Borough, Doylestown, all bird towns. And if you look at the Bird Town website, basically, most of their goals and initiatives are related to things that we as an EAC are already doing. So there was a lot of discussion, I would say probably about a half an hour of discussion. And we, as the EAC, basically thought, there's no reason that we can't do this. We could do it as a subcommittee of the EAC with volunteers. We actually have 2 volunteers, Sarah Benz and Mike Barba, who have indicated that they would like to volunteer. We need 3 members. And since we kind of did this ad hoc at last week, was it last week?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, meeting, we haven't had time to recruit a third, so I am volunteering to be the third person. I will pull together the application. I will do what is necessary. The way that Birdtown likes to do their applications is that you need a municipal resolution first to show overall support for the program. So that's why you have a memo. They actually had a draft resolution that I believe, Scott, you probably have been provided, but I think it'll be up to you to figure out how you want to word the resolution should the board pass. And then we've got the committee, if the board approves. There is a one-time application fee of $100. That covers the cost of 2 street signs that we get. And in speaking to the president of Birdtown, who is actually in Doylestown, they spend $120 to get the 2 signs, so it's not like they're making money. And then we just have to complete the application, and I would propose that this subcommittee basically report into the EAC at least twice a year, maybe quarterly, so that there is no overlap of activities. There may be more activities that are more bird-related. We have such a fabulous opportunity with having Peace Valley Park right in our township that bird walks could be organized, and we have meadows that we could have bluebird houses, other nesting houses put up. So there's a lot of things. I've got a lot of ideas going on in my head, and we're just asking for support to get the process started.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from the board?
I was to say, my only question is are there any requirements, aside from obviously the application fee, which is minimal, but any requirements from the township and that we would need to plan for or budget for cost-wise?
The only thing that I could anticipate would be if there was an activity that, just like with the EAC, we may need funding for a brochure, paying for brochures, or what I'd like to see, honestly, is that the EAC and the Birdtown volunteer members work together on projects. We're doing a lot of the things that Birdtown already supports, removing invasives, plantings, pollinator gardens. We do it already, so we can take credit for that with Birdtown.
Thank you.
Any other?
No.
Bill or Bridget, do you have any questions or comments?
It seems like a very logical progression, especially with all of our surrounding neighbors being bird towns.
Especially since we're already doing some of these activities, it makes perfect sense to go ahead forward.
Yeah. Yeah, both of them had support saying that we already are doing some of these activities, so why not piggyback on that?
Okay.
Okay, so do I have a motion from the board to request our solicitor to formulate a resolution in support of a Birdtown initiative? We'll make it that. It's not the application, it's actually Birdtown. So
I make that motion.
do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Bridget?
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, so that will be for our next meeting in January.
Okay.
not the 5th.
Yeah.
Our regular January.
Mhm.
meeting.
Regular time. Just so Scott doesn't have a heart attack saying we have more work for him to do. Okay. Thank you very much, EAC, for bringing this initiative, both initiatives to us. Okay.
And
Moving on to action item H, discussion of the following zoning hearing board application. Scott,
yeah, so last month, the zoning hearing board received an application from the owners of 213 Holly Drive, Robert and Kathy Campbell. They're looking to put in a paver patio and walkway on their property. They're requesting two variances. One, to be allowed to have the patio to encroach within the side yard setback. They have in the zoning ordinance for their district, it's a 10-yard setback. They would like to go to 10-foot setback. They would like to go to 5 feet. And they're also seeking a variance for impervious coverage. The zoning district limit is 30%. They would be at 34.7%. We reviewed the application with the zoning officer and the engineer, and our recommendation is the supervisors take no position on the application at this time.
any questions from the board?
No.
Bill or Bridget?
No questions.
No questions.
So from that, I would say that the board would not like to take would like to take no stance against this zoning application.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. All right, moving on to information items. Departmental reports.
Yes. Finance, you have before you the, I guess, 12-1 finance report. As you can see, Kristen did a write-up. The numbers are still tracking in the right direction. For revenues year to date, we were 90%, or revenues were 97%, expenditures were at 90%. I know there was a question at our last meeting regarding earned income tax because we were at that time $700,000 below the budgeted item. In November, we picked up $340,000, and during the month of December, we picked up another 260. So we're closing in on that number. We'll hit it by the end of the year. We just, when you do this, you see the cycles of how things come in. So that's how we can project the numbers. We get comfortable by looking at, not only do we look at the prior year, we look at the 2 years before that, so you can really get a trend. So we'll be comfortable on that. But if you have any other questions regarding the report, I'd be happy to answer them.
No question.
No questions? Bill or Bridget?
No, I
Nope,
have
no questions.
no questions.
Any questions from the public? No? Okay. Park and Recreation.
Thank you. Park and Rec has been busy, even though they're not cutting grass. They are trimming trees and shrubs. As you can see, they cleaned up out front finally. But we wanted to do that when they were dormant. So it does look much better. And one of the things we will do in the spring is power wash the building to try and get rid of some of those stains. No sense doing it during the winter months when it really won't help. But anyway, they are extremely busy, and they also did a lot of work for our Santa house, which was obviously this past weekend. They put it in place and they actually worked it both nights. So if you have any questions on Bill's report, I'd be happy to answer them.
Any questions from the board?
No.
No? Bill or Bridget?
I'm fine, no questions.
Okay.
No
Any-
questions.
Any questions from the public?
Just want to make a quick comment.
State your name and address, please.
Kathleen Davis, 32 Clearview, that Bill and several of his workers were very helpful to us with the expansion of the pollinator garden. We're doing this expansion. The first thing is put down the cardboard, put down the mulch, and Bill really did above and beyond the mulch. He brought it over a bit at a time. He took it off of the front right where he thought we wanted it, again and again and again, all the way around. So it was very much appreciated. It made the great a lot easier.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Moving on to Public Works. Dan?
Yeah, they're busy with that word we don't like to say. But apparently, just, a perfect example is this weekend, we prepared on Friday for a snowstorm that was going to be somewhere maybe 3 to 4 inches. Obviously, we got double that, but they handled it well. Ryan set it up that they worked in shifts, so nobody was overly tired. We were prepared if they needed to come in on yesterday to do any additional work. And then today they were out doing some spot work to finish up. But that's going to be the norm through the season. I think that was the third event already. But this was the largest. We didn't have any snow this size last year. It's the largest snow that we've had probably in like 3 years. So, but that's what they're busy on that, and they handle it well. They have a system in place, and Ryan has a good group of guys who respond or they're very responsible. So we're happy with them. And I did pass along the board's thanks to them.
Absolutely. So I'm going to ask if during outside of office hours, if a resident does have an issue that they would like to tell the staff about things, is there an emergency number or something that goes there? Or is it?
If it's a true emergency, they got to call 911, but
Yep.
other than
Tree across the,
that, the police.
We get those calls and
you
then
get
we
those calls,
we
okay,
determine if it's a state roadway or a local roadway,
Yeah.
determines who we call.
okay.
But if it's like that, we get what we can.
Yeah, no, just wondering if people say, oh, this place is very icy, where do they call?
Yes.
Okay.
Normally, the police will make that call.
First.
They're the ones that are out there patrolling the street 24/7.
Mhm.
And if they identify an area that needs help or
Mhm.
work, they'll call into Ryan, and then Ryan will dispatch.
Typically, it's the state roadways that we have the most issues with because
Yeah.
our crews are already handling our local roadways.
Yep.
So it's usually our surrounding area, you'll hear multiple calls into county dispatch. We need state, PennDOT to come out and salt this roadway or do this on that roadway. And then they respond when they can.
You're our first line of defense for a lot of things.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Anything else for Public Works? Dan?
No,
Oh.
sorry, I thought you were.
Okay, anything from the board? No?
For Public Works.
Public
I
Works.
just want to say thank you to our Public Works staff. I was getting messages from friends in other municipalities late in the day yesterday that their township roads hadn't been touched. And I'm like, well, our guys are done and home and resting already because we have a great crew. So thank you to all of the guys for all the hard work they put in.
Absolutely. Ditto. Stellar job. Bill or Bridget?
My only question was, did we bring in our subcontractors for this event?
I don't believe we did.
Do you think you did or what?
We did not use the subcontractors on this event.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Bridget?
No questions, just as everyone else stated, much appreciation to our Public Works crew.
Okay. Chief, Police?
Yes, Madam Chair. As you see on my report, we had some events earlier this month that were good successes, and we'd like to thank the community for helping us with especially the Making Spirits Bright and the Giving Tree. We'll be dropping off gifts to Butler Elementary tomorrow. The other gifts were dropped off to Lenape Valley Foundation last week. And then again, to highlight the social media campaign that we have going on with our Santa, Chris, the Hawaiian Santa, who's been deputized more or less. So yeah, he'll be at the Bagel Barn again from the 16th to the 19th, and at the Spatola's from, I think, the 20th to the 24th. On Christmas Eve, they haven't figured out of how they're going to select the winner of the gift cards and notify them on Christmas Eve.
Any questions from the board? No. Bill or Bridget?
Nope.
Fine, no questions. No questions.
Okay, zoning, Dan?
Yes, you have in front of you Doreen's report. As you can see, it's been quite busy. There was a zoning hearing last month, and both of those applications were granted. The Walnut Street warehouse project has been continued till our January zoning hearing board. So that was not heard. And as you heard tonight, that there's one later this week for Holly Road. I'd be happy to answer any questions if I can. If there are no questions, I would just like to take this time to, on behalf of the entire staff, wish all the residents, all the volunteers on our boards and commissions and our Board of Supervisors, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.
Thank you. Any comments from the board? Bill, Bridget?
No, I'm fine.
No, I'm fine. I'm just hanging in here.
Thank you. All right, engineers report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. You have our December engineers report. I have no changes or additions. And just like to echo what Dan said, and happy holidays to everyone.
Thank you. All right, Board of Supervisors comment. Mary Beth?
Well, I understand that Santa House was a large success. And I know it was a lot of work and a lot of thanks to staff. And our stellar event coordinator, Sue Gelb, who made it a success, along with all Public Works and the police and everyone else that was out there.
All the volunteers.
All the volunteers. The freezing cold, and all those residents that came out and enjoyed the event. And also, of course, thank you to Public Works. I do believe that they do an exemplary job over other townships. There's the occasional mix-up here and there, but they get fixed very quickly and very responsive, and they do well. So big thanks to them, and hopefully they won't be working during the Christmas party.
With another event. Yeah. Stephanie?
Just thank you again to all of our staff, Public Works, obviously for the most recent snowstorm, but to all of our police and to all of our other township staff who work so hard throughout the year. And especially thank you to our police and first responders who will be working hard through the holidays, and we'll all be home with our families enjoying time, and they'll be out working. So thank you to all of them.
Bill?
I just want to thank everyone for their diligence in doing the Santa House again. I think it's been a worthwhile effort over all these years. I know there was some trials and tribulations to start off the event. Santa got a little waylaid coming in, but I think after that, everybody got involved and had a good time. So I just wish everyone a happy holiday and good New Year coming up.
Chief? Oh, not Chief, sorry. Bridget, I'm looking at Chief. Sorry.
No, just again, thank you to all our staff, all our volunteers for our most recent event, but also their ongoing support and through the holidays and the cold weather that's coming up. Reminding everyone to stay safe, and unlike me, healthy, and also just happy holidays to everybody. I guess it's anyone that celebrates Hanukkah, a happy second night of Hanukkah, and Merry Christmas to those people who celebrate, and whatever else I might be missing. So yes, I just hope everyone has wonderful, safe holidays with their families.
Great. Not much more to say than thank you everyone for a wonderful year of 2025. The staff and the residents have given this township a wonderful year and hope to continue it into 2026. And with that, let me see what's left. Public comment. Any public comment?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. That's it. Announcements. We have cancelled the Park and Rec Commission meeting for tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We have the Veterans Committee meeting this Wednesday on the 17th at 6 p.m. We have a zoning hearing board meeting on Thursday, December 18th at 7 p.m. The township building will be closed at 12 p.m. this Friday afternoon so that the staff can attend their Christmas party. We have cancelled the Planning Commission meeting for Tuesday, December 23rd, and then the township building will be closed on Wednesday, December 24 and Thursday, December 25. It will be closing early at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, December 31st, and it will be closed all day Thursday, January 1st, 2026. Do I have an adjournment today at 7:48 p.m.?
Motion to adjourn.
I have a second.
Second.
Motion, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Thank you, everyone. We will see you here next year on Monday, January 5 for the reorg and swearing in for our newly elected officials for this year. So thank you very much.
And that meeting will be at 5:30 to accommodate the schedule of
Many people.
many people.
Right. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Yep.